Welcome. My name is Kristen Stahauer, Academic Vice President and Provost at Northwood University. We're so glad you joined us for today's show. We have a great lineup for you today. We're going to be starting with Dean of Student Affairs, Andy Kripe, sharing information about our Welcome Weekend festivities that just concluded. We'll then be joined by Dr. Mary Ellen McPhee, Northwood University's First Lady, and Debbie Schumer from our career services area, and they'll share some interesting information pertaining to career advice and employment. And then we'll be joined by Kennedy Cripps, our Director of Graduate Programs in the DeVos Graduate School of Management, and she is going to be sharing information about Northwood University's Doctor of Business Administration program and some student success stories. And then finally, L.G. Bright, our professor in the Automotive Marketing and Management program, is joining us to share information about this year's Northwood University International Auto Show. So thanks for joining us, and we'll get things rolling with Dean Kripe. Welcome, Andy.
Thank you, Kristen. It's great to be here and to start off our new academic year.
And we're off to a terrific start, aren't we?
We really are. We kicked off the weekend. We called our Welcome Weekend with the Go Mad March downtown, where we took students downtown and they walked through downtown and visited with businesses and restaurants. And for those of you that don't know what Go Mad stands for, Go Make a Difference. It's something that our football coach for 25 years, Pat Rietma, had used within the football team, and he's kind enough, along with his family, to allow us to use it university-wide. And that's something at Northwood that we want to do on a daily basis.
We know that our students are going to be very successful in life, and we want them to make a difference with what they learn at Northwood, don't we?
Absolutely. Make a difference in other people's lives. It's part of what we want to do.
So you mentioned the Go Mad March. It was tremendous to see all those Timberwolves downtown.
Yes, it was. That was part of our first day of Welcome Weekend. So after the new students moved in, we put them in buses and they went downtown, and they had the opportunity to visit with different businesses downtown and get a taste of Midland as well in some of the restaurants. Some of the restaurants that partnered with us were Papa Taco, Pizza Sam's, and then we had Lalonde's Market donate 300 hamburgers so that we could feed our students, and we cooked those on grills outside of Ace Hardware. So a number of great partnerships in the downtown area that really made this Go Mad March happen.
Yeah, those partnerships are really strong, and we value that, and it certainly is a great way to welcome students to our community and really give them a real taste of that. And so they also were participating in a more full welcome weekend of programming. What happened during that?
Yeah, after Friday night, they came back and we started right away to have them get to know each other and their RAs, the resident advisors in their housing. And then we had an opening convocation on Saturday. It was a beautiful ceremony. We transformed the Rietma Arena into a wonderful space where we welcomed them. The new students and their parents were a part of that as well. And then we moved into educational programming to once again transition these students that haven't been in the collegiate environment before into college life, both academically and socially. So it was a great weekend.
I know that you have the student success portfolio for the university, which of course is very holistic, and you really have done things to help our students make success moves and be successful as Timberwolves, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand we have some video of Welcome Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us, Andy, and we'll take a look at the video.
Thanks, it was great to be here.
We can feel it. That heightened sense of optimism is fresh air. It's where progress is fueled by personal responsibility, freedom, and integrity. It's where thrift and hard work meet in a community filled with unique perspectives. A community with a common goal of striving for a life well earned. Summer's winding down, and fall is around the corner. Whether you're starting your academic career or entering your final year, it's a time for new discovery. And we're celebrating new beginnings. It's a great time to be at Northwood University. Welcome to America's Business School.
As you can see, we had a wonderful welcome weekend, and we're so thankful for how the Midland community has embraced Northwood University and our incoming students. Now shifting gears, we're joined by Northwood University's First Lady, Mary Ellen McPhee, Dr. Mary Ellen McPhee, who'll be sharing information about our Distinguished Women program, which is coming up, and also Debbie Schumer, who is in our Career Services area and specializes in internships. So we'll start out with you, Mary Ellen, and we have some events that are going to really benefit the public, and some of those are associated with the Distinguished Women's Program.
Absolutely. So thank you, Dr. Stahauer, for having us on today. It's our pleasure to be here, and my pleasure specifically to talk about the Distinguished Women Program and the 2022 Distinguished Women of this year. There's a lot to share, and I look forward to sharing some information about the panel discussion that we're having this coming month.
Yeah, and it'll be career advice from the top, I think, right?
Absolutely. It's called Boss Ladies.
All
and
right.
so we're going to learn from this incredible group of women and their stories to leadership on September the 19th. And we look forward to their career advice that they'll be sharing.
That is really impressive. And could you share who is receiving the Distinguished Women Award and who will be on the panel this year?
Absolutely. So this year we have 6 distinguished women, and they are an incredible bunch. We start off with Carolyn Clifford Goss, who's a news anchor at WXYZ TV. Junia Doan, a local, a journalist and producer of The Spark. Junia is also president of Herbert and Junia Dow Foundation. Nicole Glenn, the founder and CEO of Candor Expedite. Wendy Lynn Herman Steele, the founder and CEO of Impact 100. Grace Chu Huang, the president of Cox Automotive Inventory Solutions. And finally, Sonia Lynette Bryant Weston, the founder and CEO of Your Premier Travel Service.
That is an impressive list of women, and they'll bring really great perspectives to the panel as well. When will that, could you remind us again when the panel will be held and how people can join in on it?
So the panel will be, it's a virtual panel, and it's going to be held between 6 and 7 on September the 19th. And we encourage everyone to come because it's going to be just such a wonderful event. And the way that people can come to the event is there's a link that will be posted, and you'll register through the link. So hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, and the public is welcome.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for your leadership of the Distinguished Women's Program. That is one of the highest honors Northwood University bestows, and we appreciate you leading the charge on that for us.
You're welcome. It's my very pleasure.
And it's great because just a few days before the fall employment fair, we're holding that virtual panel. So that's great timing, isn't it, Deb?
Yeah, absolutely, Kristen. Like the panel session, the fall employment fair is also open to the public.
Okay, and could you tell us more about what people can expect at the employment fair?
The Fall Employment Fair will be held on campus in the Hawk Student Life Center on Wednesday, September 21st from 4 to 6 p.m. This is an annual event hosted by Career Services, and during the 2 hours, employers will connect with business-minded students, alumni, and others from the community to network and connect with employers on campus to hire them for various positions. So it's a great opportunity for them to come and network.
Yeah, and I just, having been at many of those fairs, there's just such a great energy in the room, isn't there?
Yes, yes. And we find that our students and the employers like being face-to-face together. It's really, you said it, it's energy.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned that students can be there, and I'm sure they'll be bringing their resumes, and you recently authored an article about resumes. Could you tell us and what employers are looking for? We'd love to hear more about that.
Thank you. I'd be honored. So it's based on the 2022 survey data from NACE, which is the National Association of Colleges and Employers. And in the survey, they ask employers what are the attributes that you look for most in today's talent. And the result of that 2022 survey is fantastic because it shows the majority of employers are seeking the #1 skill of problem solving. And secondly, we're seeing traits like analytical thinking and quantitative skills second on the list. Third, we're seeing communication and being able to work into a team as an issue, is a important attribute, as well as being able to write and be innovative. So the top 5 skills on this list are attributes that the employers say that they want, and they are the types of characteristics that we produce through our attributes and our academic outcomes.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that those are the attributes and skill sets that the Northwood education provides our students and exemplify our graduates. So that is pretty wonderful. Could you speak a little more about that?
Yeah, I'd really love to. So all of the traits on the list speak to our talent pool. But the problem-solving component, the ability to work in a team, I mean, that's just the world that we're in today. And a lot of our degree majors, a majority of them, have the word management in the title. And as a career coach, that's an individual who is able to use data to identify and solve problems. And that is one of the #1 things employers are looking for. Analytical mindsets. We need critical thinkers, and so that's really an important thing. And we now have our MSBA, and we have a really
Master of Science in Business Analytics,
and we have incredible faculty that are on board. It's just an exciting time, and I'm grateful to be here to say that we are producing the transformative leadership needed in the global free market.
Absolutely. And we do that inside and outside the classroom. And I think about all of the experiential learning opportunities where our students learn by doing, and they actually go into the workplace ready to perform because they already have the experience.
Yeah.
So,
you know, when a student asks me, Ms. Schumer, why do I need to do an internship? I say to them, I go, well, because it's great experience and employers want to see that. And so that's why we make you do it.
absolutely.
It's important that our kids get real-world experience before we let them loose. And our experiential learning model is a winner, and I believe we are on the right track with our students.
Absolutely. And we know that when students complete internships, they end up often with full-time job offers after that. So it's certainly the pathway to success. Well, thank you, Mary Ellen and Debbie, for joining us today. It was great hearing about the events that are planned and the ways that the public can also benefit from those events. And before our next guest, Kennedy Cripps from the DeVos Graduate School of Management, will have a message from Northwood University.
Hey, Mom, can we read another book, please?
I don't know, honey. It's kind of late.
You're late.
Mommy's gonna be a few minutes late today.
Too late. They're closed.
No, it's not too late. I can send over the revised contract in the morning.
Look forward to doing
Damn, you
business.
ordered?
You know what?
Welcome back. Today we're joined by Kennedy Cripps from the DeVos Graduate School of Management, and she is our Director of Graduate Programs, and will share some information about Northwood University's newly launched Doctor of Business Administration. Welcome, Kennedy.
Thank you so much, Kristen. It's great to be here today. This is an exciting academic year for us, as you know, with some members from our inaugural cohort beginning their dissertation to defend their dissertations in as early as next year.
Yeah. Could you give us some background on the Doctor of Business Administration program?
Certainly. So we launched our DBA program in the fall of 2020. The DeVos Doctor of Business Administration program is the natural next step for those with master's degrees in business and a business-related field to enhance their knowledge and expertise to transform themselves into better problem solvers and business leaders. Those with a DBA credential often hold leadership positions such as Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Executive Officer, and other executive management and business consulting roles. Northwood tailored our program for working professionals with demanding schedules, and we have a number of benefits to make them stand out from the pack, so to speak.
Yeah, and the design is so good, recognizing that business professionals have many demands on their time, and it really meets them where they are.
Absolutely.
What are some of the differentiators?
Yeah, so we focus on applying existing theories and knowledge to real-world business problems. We have a unique curriculum focused on leadership and business analytics using quantitative and qualitative methodologies. Our small class sizes are instructed by real-world business professors who hold terminal degrees. We have dedicated advisors to support students from the admissions process all the way through their dissertation. Lastly, our students find our program to be helpful because it can be completed in 3 years, and students can begin exploring potential dissertation topics in as early as their first year in the program.
Yeah, I remember in the design phase of this, one of the really unique things that you called out that is something that our accreditors found very interesting and very compelling was that we focus on those organizational leadership skills, which are sometimes called the soft skills, with those analytics skills as well. So it's the best of both worlds. They come out with quite an array of skill sets.
Yes, that is for sure.
Take them to the next level, basically, or help them take their organizations to the next level, even if they're not looking to change their careers.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So I know that we've received some feedback from our students about really enjoying the program. Could you share a little more about that?
Yeah, there is actually a fantastic article on Northwood.edu about one of our students who owns a Chevrolet dealership in one of the toughest markets in America, New York City. His name is Russell Geller, and he began his relationship with Northwood University through our General Motors Executive MBA program. You can read all about his journey at www.northwood.edu.
Wonderful. Well, we look forward to that, and I've had the chance to meet Russell, and he's an impressive individual and certainly exemplifies the kind of people we attract and also who are taking their careers and their organizations to the next level. Yes, Kennedy, thank you for helping take the DeVos Graduate School of Management to the next level and in your leadership role, and recently named the Director of Graduate Programs. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Statehauer. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, and now we'll have a message from Northwood University, and we'll be joined afterwards by L.G. Bright, our professor in the Automotive Marketing and Management program, with some information about this fall's Northwood University International Auto Show.
We've never met, but we know you. You've got big plans for your career and your life.
Yes, I love it.
You're the overachiever, the go-getter with the entrepreneurial spirit.
This is such a cool idea. We could definitely...
You're also guided by this inner compass, your true north. Yeah, we know you. And maybe it's time for you to know us.
Welcome back. I'm now joined by one of my favorite people, L.G. Bright, who's the chair of our Automotive Marketing and Management program.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Kristen. It's great to be here today.
Yeah, could you tell us, we have the Northwood University International Auto Show coming up this fall. Could you tell us about this year's show?
Yeah, I'm excited to be part of the 59th annual Northwood University International Auto Show. Students have been working really hard to bring about what they're going to call the dream. And so dreaming this year of big things happening not only in the automotive industry, but with the community that comes on campus. Students have been working with the supporters, they've been working with alumni, they've been working with leadership, especially the local dealers, and have been out fundraising to keep it free for the community that comes out. No parking, no admission, and students really have some surprises planned for the community this year.
Oh, that is so great to hear, and what a show we have planned, and we appreciate the generous donors who are making the experience accessible to so many different people. In the prior segment, we were talking about experiential learning and how students learn by doing, and this is probably one of our prime examples. Hundreds of students get involved to make this happen, don't they?
Yes, not only automotive students, but accounting students and business majors and economics, and that's great to see, because not only are these companies employers, but also our students get a chance to experience the excitement of a really a first-class auto show. Yeah. So it is fantastic. We've got this year 65 manufacturers. We've got 500 vehicles planned. Students working really hard to bring some surprises. There will be some specialty vehicles. We'll have campers and boats. So there's something for everybody out there.
A little bit of a teaser on the students planning those surprises. Really interested in finding out what those are. What are some cars that people could see when they're visiting this year's show?
Kristen, you're going to see mass volume, you're going to see your Chevys and Fords and Toyotas, but you're going to see some exotic luxury. So you're going to see Ferrari and Maserati and Bentley, and a number of specialty vehicles also. And for our community, Those that come out on that great weekend, October 7th, 8th, and 9th, we're going to have a few surprises that are going to be shipped up this year.
Oh, some special cars
Some
then.
special cars, and we think we're going to put some smiles on some people's faces.
Oh, that is great. And what have been some of your favorites over the years, some favorite cars over the years that you've seen?
We've had some fantastic attractions. I like a 55 Thunderbird. I like a 63 Corvette split window. And a few years ago, we had a 1902 Olds Curved Dash that was brought up from Flint. And to think that you didn't have to go to the Lansing Olds Museum, that it was right here on Northwood University's campus.
Pretty amazing. You are a car guy through and through, aren't you, LG?
I do love the excitement of a car show, and our students get this wonderful opportunity. Leadership has been so supportive. The community comes out, rain or shine. Students work in their booth. Yeah, it's a great event for Northwood. This being the 59th, I've had the wonderful opportunity to be part of 12 of them, and the excitement's back this year.
Oh, well, thank you, and thanks for all that you do to inspire our students and guide them as they put on this amazing show every year. We appreciate your leadership, LG, and it is North America's largest outdoor auto show, isn't it?
It is. It's North America's largest, and it's completely student organized. I mean, they're working with leadership. They're working with, the chairs of all of the departments.
But they're entrusted with millions of dollars worth
of assets.
Yeah.
And it's a leadership opportunity for them. I mean, we've had students that have made their decision for admissions to come to Northwood University. We've had students that have found their job because CEO or C-suite executives have been on campus. So there's a number of different motivations that are out there for our students.
Yeah, and I know we've had about 50 to 60,000 visitors over the course of a weekend.
That's right. The community has come from, as far as New Jersey and California. I had a student a few years ago that came from New Jersey and actually attended our university for 4 years and had found the Northwood University Auto Show. So it's a big deal, and we want everybody to dream on October 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Okay, we'll be dreaming of those dates, right. October 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Appreciate
LG, thanks for joining us. And thank you, viewers, for joining us today. News from Midland's University, a program by Northwood University. See you next month.